Well, I have been asked a few times about the possibility or the likelihood of a human being reincarnated as an animal. And the question has normally been asked in relation to the subject of karma. Now, Theosophy rejects the idea that a human can be reincarnated as an animal for the following reasons. Each kingdom of life is separate, and the human kingdom of life is one of several on what we refer to as the ladder of life. And we postulate the elemental kingdoms, which there are three: the mineral kingdom, the plant or vegetable kingdom, the animal kingdom, the human kingdom, and then three dhyani-shohanic kingdoms. Dhyani-shohanic kingdoms, that we refer to those as really as higher. It's what most people would call higher beings. All religions seem to have some form of higher being. Now, each of those kingdoms is on the ladder of life and is separate, and each is evolving and will eventually move up to the kingdom above it and beyond. So humans will eventually evolve to be Dhyani-shohans. This is actually Sanskrit word for the lords of light, possibly equivalent of archangels in Christianity and Judaism. And eventually the animal kingdom will evolve to the human phase on the ladder of life. Now, relegation is not really possible, because for a human reincarnating ego to drop into the animal kingdom wouldn't work. It's too big. It just wouldn't work. The human kingdom has developed certain abilities and characteristics that just would not work in the animal kingdom, and self-awareness is one of them. Also, it wouldn't make sense in terms of progress, of spiritual progress, that whatever disadvantages you might come into life with as a result of previous lives, and that would be say relating to karma, or possibly your characteristics that you've sort of acquired and reinforced from life to life, you would not be relegated into the animal kingdom, and it just wouldn't make any sense in terms of progress. No, you might come back as a disadvantaged human in some ways, and the disadvantages would relate to karmic causes and past life attributes and behaviours, but you would still be human, and you would still be progressing within the human kingdom. Even if you weren't making much progress at all, the opportunity would still be there to progress within the human kingdom. You wouldn't be dropped down to an animal. Also, I think the idea, possibly in some traditions, of going back into the animal kingdom may actually not be intended to be taken literally. It may refer to the karmic consequences of a life lived, and in terms of possibly some form of karmic retribution. But I don't think that in many traditions you really take it literally, that you would come back as, say, a horse or a rabbit. No, you come back as a human, whatever the circumstances. You come back as a human.